Welcome to Sacred Texts Summarized, where we explore timeless teachings from the world's most profound spiritual traditions. Today, we dive into the 100,000 Songs of Milarepa, a remarkable masterpiece of Tibetan Buddhism that intertwines poetry, wisdom, and stories of profound transformation. This text, attributed to Milarepa, one of Tibet's greatest yogis and poets, continues to inspire seekers of truth with its powerful lessons on impermanence, suffering, and liberation. Milarepa's life was a journey from darkness to light. Born into a family of modest wealth, his early years were marked by comfort and stability. However, after his father's untimely death, everything changed. Betrayed by greedy relatives, Milarepa's family was left destitute, fueling a deep bitterness within him. Urged by his mother to take revenge, Milarepa sought out a sorcerer and learned the dark arts of black magic. Using his newfound powers, he caused immense harm, destroying his enemies with devastating storms. Yet the karmic weight of his actions brought him no peace, only regret and a profound longing for redemption. This turning point set him on a path of rigorous spiritual practice, ultimately transforming him into one of Buddhism's most revered figures. Milarepa's search for a teacher led him to Marpa, the translator, a renowned Buddhist master. Marpa welcomed him, but withheld the teachings, subjecting Milarepa to a series of grueling trials instead. Milarepa was ordered to build and demolish massive stone towers multiple times, tasks that left him physically broken and emotionally humbled. Marpa's methods were not punishment, but a purification process designed to help Milarepa burn away his karmic debts and egoic tendencies. The story of Milarepa's trials challenges us to reflect on the nature of growth. True transformation often requires enduring discomfort and confronting our deepest flaws. How willing are we to face our own inner towers and rebuild our lives from their ruins? After years of relentless perseverance, Milarepa earned Marpa's trust and was initiated into the teachings of Mahamudra, a profound path to enlightenment. From this point forward, Milarepa's life was dedicated to solitary meditation in the remote caves of the Himalayas. It was during these years of intense practice that his songs emerged, each one a spontaneous expression of his insights and realizations. These songs, filled with vivid imagery and deep wisdom, continue to resonate as timeless teachings. One of the most famous episodes from Milarepa's life occurred during his early years of retreat. Meditating in a cave, he was visited by a group of skeptical villagers who doubted the sincerity of his practice. They sent a young woman to test his resolve, instructing her to seduce him. The woman arrived at his cave, expressing admiration for his devotion and subtly attempting to lead him astray. Milarepa, seeing through the ruse, responded with kindness and composure. He sang, "The fire of desire cannot burn where there is no fuel. My mind, like the vast sky, is unclouded by attachment." His response not only diffused the situation, but also left the woman deeply inspired by his strength. This story demonstrates the power of self-mastery and mindfulness, qualities that Milarepa cultivated through years of disciplined meditation. Another profound moment in Milarepa's journey involved an encounter with demons during his meditation. While sitting in deep contemplation, he was suddenly confronted by terrifying apparitions. These demons, grotesque and menacing, represented his own fears and unresolved karma. Instead of fleeing, Milarepa welcomed them, singing, "Come demons, sit with me, you are but shadows of my mind, fleeting as the wind." His calm acceptance caused the demons to vanish, leaving him in peace. This story illustrates a universal truth. The fears and challenges we face are often projections of our own mind. By confronting them with courage and equanimity, we can dissolve their power. How might we, too, face our inner demons with acceptance rather than resistance? Milarepa's songs frequently return to the theme of impermanence, a cornerstone of Buddhist philosophy. In one evocative verse, he sings, "Like the dew upon the grass, life glistens briefly, then fades. Like a rainbow after the storm, its beauty is fleeting yet profound. This imagery captures the transient nature of all things, reminding us that clinging to what is impermanent leads to suffering. Milarepa's teachings challenge us to shift our focus from the fleeting to the eternal, from the superficial to the profound. What in your life, he seems to ask, truly endures beyond the passage of time? One particularly poignant story from Milarepa's life is his return to his childhood home after years of spiritual practice. Hoping to reconnect with his roots, he found his family's house in ruins, overgrown with weeds, and his relatives long gone. Instead of succumbing to despair, Milarepa sat among the ruins and composed a song. The house is empty, the fields are silent, but within this desolation, I find the truth. Nothing in this world is ours to keep. This moment of profound realization speaks to the impermanence of all things and the futility of attachment. For those grappling with loss or change, Milarepa's story offers a way to find wisdom and peace amid life's inevitable transitions. Simplicity and contentment are recurring themes in Milarepa's songs. Living in solitude with no possessions, he found joy in the bare essentials of life. In one reflective verse, he declares, "I have no gold or jewels, yet I am rich. The stars are my companions, the mountains my guardians. In this simplicity, my heart is free." These words challenge the modern obsession with material wealth and remind us that true happiness often comes not from having more, but from needing less. Milarepa's joy in simplicity invites us to reconsider what we truly need to live a fulfilling life. Milarepa's relationship with nature was central to his spiritual practice. In the vast, silent landscapes of the Himalayas, he found a mirror for his inner state. In one of his songs, he describes the natural world as a teacher. The rivers flow ceaselessly, teaching me to let go. The mountains stand unmoving, teaching me stillness. The wind whispers secrets, carrying the truth of the Dharma. These observations reflect a profound sense of interconnectedness with the natural world, a perspective that feels increasingly urgent in our disconnected modern lives. How might we learn to see the wisdom in the world around us? Milarepa's teachings on karma are deeply rooted in his own experiences. Reflecting on his past misdeeds, he sings, "The seeds I sowed in anger bore bitter fruit, yet the seeds of compassion now blossom into joy. What harvest do you prepare?" This metaphor of planting seeds offers a powerful framework for understanding the consequences of our actions. For Milarepa, karma was not an abstract principle, but a lived reality, one that he transformed through conscious effort and spiritual practice. His teachings invite us to examine our own actions. Are we planting seeds of kindness, wisdom, and growth, or seeds of harm and ignorance? At the core of Milarepa's teachings is the ultimate goal of liberation, the realization of one's true nature beyond the illusions of the ego. In one of his most profound songs, he writes, "The self is but a shadow, a dream within a dream. Awaken to the light, and the shadow fades into nothingness." This teaching points to the essence of Buddhist practice, the recognition that the self is an illusion and that true freedom comes from seeing through it. For Milarepa, enlightenment was not a distant goal, but a lived experience, attainable through meditation and insight. His words inspire us to undertake this journey ourselves, to awaken to the truth beyond the illusions of the mind. Milarepa's life and songs remind us that no matter how far we have strayed, transformation is always possible. His teachings challenge us to confront our illusions, embrace simplicity, and find peace in the present moment. They are a call to awaken, to live with courage, clarity, and compassion in a world filled with distractions and uncertainty. Thank you for joining. Until next time, may Milarepa's wisdom guide you toward freedom, peace, and joy.